dall-e 2 is a new AI system that can create original, realistic images and art from a text description. It can combine concepts, attributes, and styles. But how exactly does the technology operate? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Big Data Register. Today, we'll talk about the dall-e 2. So make sure to stay until the end of the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to keep updated with all our videos. Computers have been able to generate art for many years, from designs and drawings to pictures and 3D models. Indeed, many online businesses can make you look a bit to be a talented artist even if you aren't. However, it has previously proven impossible to produce new art from scratch using only words. We are at a historic moment in art history. AI-generated art allows artists to explore and create new ideas by providing them with a new means of expression. dall-e 2 outputs pictures after accepting text as input. But this did not develop all at once. Rather, dall-e 2 resulted from several methods developed and enhanced gradually over the previous few years. To create the whole model, these strategies are built on top of one another like Lego blocks. We must first comprehend what these components are and what they perform to comprehend dall-e 2. Then, and only then, can we explore the inner workings and training procedures to comprehend the fundamental elements. CLIP is one of the most crucial components of the dall-e 2 architecture. Contrastive Language-Image Pre-training, often known as CLIP, is crucial to dall-e 2 since it is the primary link between text and visuals. In general, CLIP means that language can be used to instruct computers on how various images connect. Formally, it suggests a straightforward approach to applying this teaching. The weaknesses of earlier computer vision systems must first be recognized to comprehend CLIP fully. Before CLIP, neural approaches for computer vision required compiling enormous image datasets, which were manually categorized. Even while modern models are very good at this, the requirement for pre-selected categories places inherent limitations on them. The clever notion of training models to not only identify which category, of a predefined list of alternatives, an image belongs to but also identify the caption of each image from a collection of random captions is the insight that makes CLIP so strong. Instead of having a human labeler predetermine whether or not these are in the same category, this enables the model to use language to distinguish between, for example, boy with a white horse, and a girl with a brown horse. dall-e 2 has figured out how images relate to the text that describes them. It employs a technique known as diffusion, which begins with a pattern of random dots and eventually transforms that pattern into an image as it picks up on particular details of that image. Imagine having a Rubik's Cube that is entirely solved, with just one color's worth of blocks on each side. You now pick a side at random and twist it. After that, continue adding sides until you can no longer consider the Rubik's Cube to be unscrambled. How would you approach its solution? Could there be a general method to solve the cube if you forgot the steps you took, let's say? You might take things one step at a time and keep rotating the faces until you get all the colors on one side. A neural network could be trained to transition from a state of disorder to one of less disorder more practically. This is the main step in the creation of diffusion models. You take an image, randomly shuffle its pixels until the result is just noise, and then train a model to remove the noise by gradually altering its pixels to the original image, or something resembling it. This leaves a model that can successfully produce data, an image, from randomness. We can even obtain fresh images by giving the model fresh, random samples to work from. We condition the diffusion model on the CLIP embeddings to give these creations the semantic meaning of our input text. Simply put, this implies that the diffusion model receives the vectors from our combined CLIP space mentioned above and uses them to determine which pixels should change at each step of the generation process. This enables the model to base its modifications on that data. What do you think about the dall-e 2? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Until next time.